Hey. Welcome, everybody, to Sunday Funday. And I appear to be the only one on, but that's not going to stop us. I'm sure there might be some that'll straggle through. Hell, I do it myself. I am punctual as not usual. I'll come on like 20 minutes late, 15 minutes late, or whatever. Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. Gordon says hi, guys, and that was a while ago. Max Mods, hey Mac, afternoon, yes, and good evening for you as well. Hope all is well on your side of the planet. And Mac, the link is posted in Discord. Both you and Gordon are more than welcome to hop on if you want. We kind of leave it that way, as in, this is available to everybody. As long as the people are a part of Discord. That's just to make sure that we don't have any really messed up incidents like we did that one time. That was pretty bad. Well, since it's just me, I don't have to go through each and every one of us of what we're doing. But I can tell you what I'm doing without the Sprite. Working on another Gundam. This was my okay. So in order of appearance, this was my first one I ever built 5-6 years ago. I don't know. I can't remember now. This one I built fairly recently, probably within the last month, and I just finished this one up on the Friday night stream. This one right here, and now I'm on to my fourth one. This is this guy right here. So hope to have a really kick butt time today. And yeah, without further ado, I'll get back to it. I don't even know where I left off. That's pretty sad. I think I was still on step 1, but I only did the first row because I think I'm this. No, never mind. I did that pat. And I did that pat. Okay. Now I know. Now I know. I'm over on this section. Working on his pelvic area. So let's get to it. Let's see. And I got them all. I got the sprues all lined up. Now what's really cool is that all the sprues are color coded, right? So this is like, these are about the easiest kits you can put together, which are perfect for live streams, like for real, because you're not putting a lot of like intensive brain power, into these. They're kind of self-explanatory, and they have to be, because considering they're all in Japanese, you have to be good with pictures, right? So we need a blue one. This one right here. Now the last kit I worked on, the sprue was so brittle, you looked at it funny and the pieces would come off. Like, that's how brittle it was. Let's see. We need one from C6 right there. And they are extremely fun builds, and not all of them are super expensive either. Because if they were, I wouldn't be doing them. You got to be careful. There's some that you really don't know where to nip the sprue. You know what I mean? There we go. That'll work. Buck is here. Oh, I suppose. Over here.
Sorry.
How's it going?
Buttons are behind the dial.
Right? I see things flickering all over the place, and I'm like, uh-oh.
So, Eric, happy Let's Screw Up Our Sleep Twice a Year Day.
Yes. Thank you for reminding me of that. I can't believe that it's not like a standard where they just get rid of it. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants it. Democrat, Republican, nobody wants it. Yet we're still arguing about it. Oh, yeah.
Well, the whole world still does it. Maybe not the whole world, but I was talking to the folks earlier on the Rootmaster stream. UK is still doing it.
Oh yeah. No, there's plenty of countries that do observe it, but you know, they can fight for themselves. I live in the U.S. and I want the U.S. to not do it. Oh no! Did I forget my? I knew something was amiss. I don't have my glass. I was like, why is everything looking fuzzy?
Eric, where's Ian?
There's
I need to make him cry. I'm wearing pajamas.
Oh yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know if he's coming on or not. To be honest, I didn't know if anybody was coming on. I was just going to start it regardless.
Oh, I was planning on coming on. I was just, like I said on Discord, I had to clean everything up from the bus.
Da bus.
The bus. And it's looking good.
I haven't watched it yet. No spoilers.
Oh, no spoilers.
No spoilers. If the butler did it, then I already knew that.
Eric, the bus.
Oh, the bus. Boy, is that coming along.
Actually, got quite a bit done today. For the first time in a long time, one stage didn't take 2 hours. But that's coming back.
Hey, Gordon again.
Hey, Gordon.
Kicking around.
Mark, get on here.
Mark. How's it going?
Don't leave me alone with Eric.
Now we got 3 Macs. We got Mac on screen. We got Mac from Max Mods, and we got Mac from Blue Street Customs. My goodness, being surrounded.
Now, if we can get Hobbies I Enjoy to show up.
Yep. Yep, exactly. He might not even be awake.
I'm thinking that in about 52 minutes, Todd is going to pop on here and go, sorry, I'm late. I didn't realize it was daylight savings time.
Yeah, that's right, because he doesn't observe it.
I know. Hey, I'll tell you what. Other than remembering people outside of Arizona not doing it, it was great. I loved it when I was in Arizona that we didn't change time. By the way, I'm looking out the window. I'm like, you know, we got this spring thing figured out. Now, if we could only figure out sunshine.
Yeah. I look out.
Actually, just looking.
Oh, well, it stopped snowing.
Well, looking around the windows I have, because I'm starting to put foil over them because in the summer this room heats up like nobody's business.
So why can't you get insulated curtains?
So what?
If you get insulated curtains, that used to help us out tremendously.
Well, I've got slat blinds I could close, but
no, insulated curtains will keep the heat out.
Yeah, so will foil.
As long as it doesn't cook you like a baked potato.
No, it won't. And the funny thing is, foil's a lot cheaper.
This is true. Oh, we got. Oh,
you got him because he's behind. Like I said, the buttons are behind my. Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mac.
How's it going, guys?
Hey, it's going. Slow and steady wins the race, buddy. How about you?
I'm still alive. Does that count?
Yep. It does. It does. You're alive and kicking.
The way I see it, Mark, it's always a good day when you wake up on the right side of the green. Or for in Eric's case, the white.
Yeah. It's the same way here, but it's starting to turn brown. So plus 7 degrees today.
Hey, right on.
Whatever that is in your language.
Right. It's minus, I can't remember, minus something here.
No, hang on.
Minus
plus 7's like, I don't know, 30 degrees or something, 40 degrees for you guys? No. 21 is 72.
See, America always has to be different. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but you're the only one that's different.
Right.
Yeah.
Mark, you got plus 7 there?
Yes.
That's 44 for us.
Yeah.
Man, I wish.
Snow is slowly melting.
Yep.
Nice and sunny out.
Ours is still
Gordon said,
accumulating.
Son, Gordon said earlier, son, what's that?
What's that? Yeah, exactly. Over in the UK,
so
you don't get one.
It's about the same here. It's 43 here, which is about 6 for Celsius. And the squirrels are running around the yard going, where did I hide those nuts?
They don't do that here.
Can't get them. They can't get them back out of the ground.
No, it's not that. They're afraid to run around here. They get shot at.
They suffer from lead poisoning.
I haven't seen a gray squirrel around here for probably 5 or 6 months.
Well, when we moved in, there was like 2 or 3. Now there's somewhere between 8 and 10.
Well, there's usually 10 rounds in a pellet gun revolver, CO2 revolver.
But we like our squirrels. I just make sure that they don't come onto my house. They can go to the other people's haddocks and eat their insulation, not mine.
Just not yours.
Yeah, well, the chipmunks and the little red squirrels get shot at because they like freaking hiding shit in the vehicles. The big squirrels, the big gray ones get shot at because they're goddamn pigs and they get into the bird seed feeders and everything else.
Unreal.
I just watched an acrobat outside, jump from one tree to the other. He's like, "Can I do it? Can I do it? I think I can." I made it.
It's funny when you shoot at them in midair. Just as they go to jump from one tree to the next, and you hear that bang of the CO2. Man, they do some twisted shit, man.
All right.
They know they're getting shot at, but there's nothing they can do about it. So they just flail in the air.
Yeah, because you live more on the east coast of Canada, right?
Yeah, pretty much. There's only one province further east than me.
When I lived in Maine, gray squirrels weren't destructive at all. They just kind of did their own thing. It was those red squirrels and chipmunks. Boy, destructive little bastards.
Yeah. Well, the gray ones aren't really destructive. They're pigs.
Yeah, they're fat. They're huge. Now, see where I live now, which is like in Canadian terms, I'm just south of Winnipeg, across the border.
Yeah.
There are no gray squirrels. It's like a hybrid. They look like red squirrels, but they're the size of gray squirrels.
Yeah.
Weird.
Eric, where you live
and
is
if you go
known by anybody in the United States as no man's land.
That's true. That's true. You call that.
And see, Ontario's got the gray and black squirrels. They got black squirrels there.
Oh, nice. I don't think I've ever seen those. Oh, hey, Mac, what are you working on?
What am I working on?
Yeah.
The van for my wife. And cut the doors all out of it.
Is it the possum van from the Red Green Show?
Yeah. No. This is the how is it? 76 Chevy custom van.
Nice. You gonna deck out the interior?
Sorry?
You gonna deck out the interior?
Yeah. I'm gonna modify the bed that comes with it. Gonna put a center wall in it. Everything's getting flocked, you know. It's all candy, 1970s candy metallic purple. I don't know if you can see this at all.
Oh, that's a nice shade.
Well, it's not picking up the sparkle. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll see if I can focus a little better for you.
That almost that almost looks like the because I sprayed a '67 Plymouth with Tester's Purplicious, and it's very similar in color.
You see all the sparkle in it?
Yeah.
Like even the silver. It's a base silver first, and then Rust-Oleum glitter.
Rust-Oleum glitter?
Yeah. Yeah, Rust-Oleum glitter.
Oh, for cool.
Yeah, because it's a very heavy sparkle, right?
Right.
So I put that down, and then I mask off anything that's staying silver, and then I spray the all-clad candy purple.
That all-clad, does that spray pretty good?
Oh yeah. Yeah, and then I put 2K clear over it, so the whole van is going to be pretty much like this. But I'm going to do like patterns and stuff on it, and you know the way they used to do it in the '70s. A buck should know.
Right on.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, it's the wrong kind of van. If you want a '70s van, you got to get a VW.
And it's the wrong century. He's familiar with 1870, but I don't know about 1970. His memory goes.
Yeah, well, trying to find something that's Amish looking. That's what we do.
Eric,
I didn't do it.
I'll give you 18th century. Don't make me get the boat out, because I'll do it.
Oh, yeah. So right now, I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to run wires for all the LED lights and stuff. All the headlights, side marker lights, front marker lights, tail lights, interior flickering lights, possibly purple underglow.
Well, run it underneath.
Well, that's the thing. Underneath is so flat, right? So if I run it underneath, I got to start. Like the underneath is so flat.
Is there enough meat where you
That-
can, take a Dremel and channel, channel?
You need to
Yeah.
use magnet wire or something similar.
Yeah, magnet wire would work too.
Well, I've got
Got the
stuff
wrong
that's
camera.
tinier than magnet. I got stuff that's smaller than magnet wire,
Holy
like
buckets.
four times smaller than magnet wire.
Well, here's what's funny. If you look at this, Mark,
I don't
these
even think
wires
you can pick
here
this up. Yeah.
and here, I forgot to put the wires in until after I glued the interior down.
Floor.
So I actually had to work these through the sides where it was already glued.
Yeah. This is what I've got. I don't even know if you guys can pick this up on camera.
Make them big, Eric.
Oh.
Okay. Oh. Yep. Hang on.
White.
Tweezers.
See, I got manual focus. Okay, so
right.
reference. Here's a hobby knife.
That's about the same
See how
size as the
thin that
magnet
is?
wire I've got.
That's thin, man. That's thin.
Yeah, what's the gauge on that?
This stuff. Hell if I know. Hell if I know.
I'll have to look that up. Hell if I know. That's a.
Yeah. This here. It's just this one here. Yeah, this is 18 gauge. That's 18 gauge.
Wow.
I could probably fit 20 of those wires inside of an 18 gauge. And I get them from electric solenoids.
Is that a local shop?
No, like electric solenoids, like out of RC cars, shit like that.
Oh. Right on.
Well,
And they're
What's
just
funny-
coils of them, right? There's 2 wires. They're just electric coils.
Dang.
I mean, there's probably, I don't know, 2, maybe 3, 4 miles worth of wire per roll. But that's what I do is I save all these wires. Here's an induction coil, and it's got a coating over it, like a fabric coating wrapping around it. So it's got like, I think, 15 wires in there. But
That's
it's wrapped in a
inventive. I
fabric
like
coating.
That's
Wrapped in a
inventive.
fabric coating. I keep all that stuff. Really, really fine inductor coils. Like this one's probably, this wire here is actually probably thinner than these coils. Like they're tiny, tiny copper wires. You can hardly see them. But on this coil is probably probably a good 30 feet of wire.
That's pretty good.
But I'm going to be doing a video on that. I got an old printer here that I'm going to be taking apart. And I'm going to show what is useful in a printer, like in an old printer that you can use for modeling. I've already done a video on the wiring.
Wow.
Like what wires and stuff and this and that you can find in electronics and really almost anything, any type of electronic. Pull your old speakers apart, pull an old cheap remote control car apart from Lost Canadian Tire, but I mean Lowe's, Home Hardware, Walmart, whatever, right? Those cheap freaking,
Right.
you know, they go forward and you got to back up the turn, you know.
Yep. Yeah.
Those little motors and stuff and servos and anything that's got actuators in it, you know, like a printer. Printers are big for that. I've got people buy those rivet wheels for making rivets.
Yeah.
These here are out of a printer, and they are the paper feeds. Yeah. They have all these like a spring. Anyways, yeah, they're just small. Let's see if I can focus in on that. See it?
Yep.
It's got the teeth on it.
Mm-hmm.
So all you have to do is take like a, you know, a wood, say a square basswood dowel,
Right.
and just use a saw, cut a notch into it that fits this wheel, drill a hole through it, and then you've got a rivet wheel.
That's cool.
And I put these things through hell, and they don't bend. Well, I wanted to test it, right? I wanted to see how much abuse it would take, and you know, like, if it's going to bend on plastic. I mean, shit, I was rolling it on steel and hardly making the teeth bend. So I mean, they are durable. You know, I pull out all these little springs, you know, tiny little springs.
That's
they work
cool.
good for throttle return springs. I keep everything. You never know what you're going to need or where, or right?
Or what you can use out of something. That's pretty inventive. It really is.
I mean, shit, my electric turntable for display. It is the motor and the plate out of a microwave, right? That turns the plate inside the microwave.
Right.
And then I took an old, like a DVD-ROM case kind of thing. Took everything out of it, made a hole for it in top for the shaft to stick through, with an electric switch on it. And since it's a 110-volt motor, you know, plug it into the wall, hit your switch, now it turns. So now you got a little turntable, electric turntable.
Right out of a microwave.
Yeah, it's all garbage out of a microwave.
Yeah, that is insane, though. Thank you for sharing, though. That's like really cool. You ever done a video about certain things like that?
Yep. There's a video on mine, on my my channel. So yeah, it's just a DVD-ROM, you know, and I opened it up, mounted the motor inside, cut a hole, put the rollers on it, hot glued it down, and then you have this piece here that sits on top of the motor. And of course, the plate sits on that. Oh, it's in the right spot.
Wow.
And you plug it in, and plug it in, and away you go.
That's
Put a little switch on the put a little switch on the front. Yeah. Easy peasy.
Nice and cheesy. Absolutely.
Just like that.
Okay, guys. Thoughts on my roof?
Looks good.
Not that one. This one.
Oh, the snow-covered one looks really good. You had me. Thought it was real. No, that looks good, especially from yesterday.
Yep.
Looks good so far. I can see.
So what? My wife
Looks good from what I can see.
And it wasn't working very well.
No, good job on it so far.
Thank you. For this one over here, I'm thinking I'm going to put the yellow down first and then the green, because the green barely comes through at all. And then after 20 years, it'll be dust covered, so it'll look perfect.
Dang it. Thing about these builds sometimes, they're just so fiddly.
I started talking while I was out of the room. By the way, Eric?
Yes.
Kind of funny, yesterday or Friday, Donnie was talking about Model Master paints that he bought off of Scale Model Graveyard.
Yeah.
And they were all crap. Well, there's 2 for 2 that are good that I just used in the last 2 days.
Wow. Right on.
Yeah. And I counted. I actually have 72, I think it was. And those are the ones out of like 80 that were good. And thank you, Katrina. I really appreciate that.
Appreciate what?
Well, if you look at the comments,
All I see is Gordon's.
what channel are you on? Or are you on StreamYards?
Yeah, I'm on StreamYard.
Well, Katrina said, good afternoon. And then she said,
I'm on Bucks.
Oh, there it is. See, it just now showed up.
that's been there.
Hi, Katrina.
Been there a while. I'm
Not
on
helping
Buck's
much.
live stream.
My second live stream of the day.
Well, at least
I hit the like button on Bucks.
Oh.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Let me jump over to Eric's channel, and I will drop a dislike.
Oh, good.
You're welcome.
I didn't like him anyways.
Drop a deuce on his.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we were talking about wire, and I've shown this before. This is what's left of my magnet wire, my red.
Yeah.
I'm really kind of upset. I bought this I bought it in 2013. It only lasted 10 years.
Go to a garage sale and pick up a set of garbage speakers and pull them apart.
Actually, I already ordered from Amazon last night some more, not some magnet wire, but some wrapping wire instead.
Well, I go to the dollar store.
And I was watching one of Boyd's videos, his latest one, doing a enterprise refit. He's using wrapping wire these days, and oh my God, he turned his soldering iron goes up to 850, and that's what he uses it at.
Jeez. I mean, mine's good for 450. But that's 24 gauge. That's 24 gauge from the dollar store. What's this? This is 20 gauge aluminum. This one is 20 gauge. 20 gauge aluminum alloy, so it's a little stiffer. And this
Gilly
one
says he gets trolls on his channel, leaving thumbs down on all of his videos.
Cool.
This one's 18 gauge galvanized steel.
Very nice.
So, and they're all from the dollar store. They're nice and cheap.
I'm lazy. I like Amazon. I don't have to go anywhere for it.
I'm cheap. I like the dollar store.
Yeah, I dollar store here too, buddy. All right, so now I can get this on. Why?
And I'm sure
Yeah, I think I'm gonna order up. I think I'm gonna order some 2 chemicals and make my own Tamiya extra thin glue.
just order some airbrush cleaner.
Yeah, but that's more expensive. For the price of that bottle of airbrush clean, for the price of the bottle of airbrush cleaner, I can get. What would that be for you guys? 2 gallons? Yeah, 2 gallons
Well, that's
worth.
not bad.
And so you think, the price of that little bottle of airbrush cleaner, I can get 2 gallons of the 2 chemicals and make my own. Because it's only acetone and what is it? Braille acetate or something like that.
So it is.
Well, if you can get MEK, that works even better.
Yeah. MEK is a lot more like the Weld-On 3. Yeah, you ever use that stuff? Weld-On 3?
Nope, not me.
Good for like acrylics and plastics, like styrenes and stuff.
Gilly says it doesn't bother me. It's all the same to me. On YouTube, thumbs up or thumbs down is all good. And I'm sure Eric and I both know who's throwing thumbs down on his.
Probably the same guy that throws thumbs down everywhere.
Yeah.
I think he's got 2 letters in his first name.
Not who I was thinking.
Oh. You're not thinking of the Ontario guy? The J and P?
No, I'm thinking
Oh. Now I get you.
I'm thinking somebody stateside based.
Oh.
But it's all good.
Activity is activity, though. That's the thing.
I think that's what Gilly's talking about.
Activity is activity. The more comments you have, the more interaction on your channel, and the better it is for you.
Yep.
Doesn't matter if it's negative or not, it's activity. And when the algorithms see that there's lots of activity, obviously then it's, people want to watch it. So they put it out more.
That's right.
That's why I never go to Eric's channel.
There's no activity.
You're welcome, Eric.
That's the thing about my personal channel. It's been borked up so many times. It's hacked twice already in under a year. I don't really give 2 shits about it anymore. It's just kind of a dumping ground for whatever I feel I want to throw up there. Could be a game video, could be whatever. Lately it's been nothing, but no, I concentrate more on Hobby Time Modelers stuff.
Oh, I need a new blade, but where the hell did I freaking put them?
Over there.
Don't you hate
Right
it
there.
when you put something somewhere so you don't lose the damn things, and yet you can't find where you put them?
Preaching to the choir. Buck does it all the time.
Razor blades, saw blades. No freaking.
Your bench is sounding more like a horror movie.
So Gilly
that's
said, "Where's Todd and Steve and his better half?" Well, Katrina's watching. Don't know where Steve is. Todd, I expect, will come screaming into the stream going, "I didn't realize it was daylight savings time in the next 20 minutes."
Katrina, you can join. I threw
Yeah,
the
Gilly.
I was up at 6-7.
All right, Mark.
It was normal. It was normal 6, but it was actually 7.
Freaking daylight savings time. What the hell?
That's a
Whoever
useless
invented that
thing,
needs to. We need to go back in time to whoever invented that and just kick their ass, like just out of the blue.
I have to tell you, Mark, this bottle of paint, I was looking everywhere for my Badger paint stirrer, and it was just about exactly where it's at right now.
Oh, I've done that. Especially
Yeah.
when you have stuff like, this on the counter, you know.
Yeah.
And you're looking for that stupid blue X-Acto blade. And you're no, what the fuck, no, that's not.
No.
And it's
So that's the
right
thing.
there, right?
I had the paint right here, and the stirrer
Yeah.
was right here next to it, and I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
There'll be stuff that I'll be throwing on there, Matt. It's just not as the frequency at which it was before when it was Rascal's Hobbies. But like
What the heck happened? Days gone, man.
This summer we have a full summer jam packed. There'll be more work on the house. Of course, we have the garage door fupa, so that'll be changed out. What's it, the end of this month or next month?
Whatever you do, just don't let Eric work on that door.
Piece of cake, man.
Found some old
don't have a
fishing
bad
line in my
life.
shed. Found some old fishing line in my shed.
Oh,
You know what? That could be probably used for stuff on a model.
happy anniversary to you and Katrina.
Yes, happy anniversary. You know, Mark, I've got some fishing line, and if I ever build enough planes and actually get the display room set up, it's actually going to be used to hang flying models.
Well, this here is what 0.014 diameter, or for everybody else in the world, 0.350 millimeter. It's a 12 pound test. 12-pound test, and it's like kind of a goldy yellow. I've never done an airplane.
You've never done one?
Fun. So what?
You've never done an airplane. Interesting.
I found some really big freaking lead solder. That would be good for big rig ride hoses. Solid lead solder, not flux core.
Lead solder is not good for you.
Neither is lead paint, but that didn't stop Buck.
Didn't stop Eric from eating those chips.
Yeah.
Lead paint chips.
As an adult?
Cheese.
See, at least Buck and I, we only put the lead paint on the walls. We didn't eat it afterwards.
Nobody told me that. It's good.
Or-
with cheese dip.
Don't forget the insulation, asbestos.
Cotton candy? Heck yeah.
Which one? The floor tiles or the one's wrapping the boiler pipes.
Yes,
That was
that was
in
fun in the
every, and that stuff was in every school.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
in the 90s, we were breaking up asbestos tiles to get rid of them in Air Force facilities overseas.
Yep.
That's very cool. I just looked out and one of our apple trees is budding.
We have apple trees out back. You wouldn't know it.
Actually, both of them are, and which means our squirrels will eat all the apples before they're bigger than like an inch.
I had to fix a couple quaders last night. Three quads going by last night on a fucking tear. We got a laneway here that there's another. Our neighbor is further down the laneway, comes off the main road, and yeah, they come fucking flying by. Jeez. So I went out with the dog. They must have went by, well, I don't know, 70, 80K. So about 50 mile an hour for you guys. So I grabbed the dog, I grabbed the fucking spade shovel, and I waited for them to come back. And I tell you, they swerve into the bush real quick when a shovel's being swung at them. And I told them, slow the fuck down. We have free roaming animals. Says the neighbor's got 3 younger kids. I says there's enough bush around here. You can't see if somebody's backing out of a driveway. Says, do you want a kid's death on your hands? You know, because you're flying down here and a kid comes running out. Oh, look, a quad. You know.
Yep.
Down.
Jeez.
Even if you're lucky to miss them and you swerve into the bush and you slam your own body into a goddamn tree, get impaled with a branch or something, now you're crippled for life or dead. You want that on your mind for the rest of your life?
Yep.
Yep.
You want to go by slowly? It's fine. Go by slow. We don't care. You rip by, you're going to have a problem.
And you're going to owe me for breaking my own shovel across your face.
And trust me, you're far enough out in the bush, nobody will ever find your fucking body.
Last night we were on the way home from shopping, and this lady, I saw the entire scenario. This one car was leading another car, and he made a left well in front of me, that, you know, far enough away, no big deal, from the stop sign. The lady that was following him pulled up, stopped, and said, "I'm going." About 8 feet in front of me. And I just laid on the horn. My wife was like, "You just could have beeped it once." I'm like, "No." She said, "You honked. It was bad enough that the guy that's up there a quarter mile slammed on his brakes." I'm like, I looked at her and I went, "That's because she's following him. He didn't make sure that she had enough room to get out." People in O'Fallon are starting to get stupid as far as pulling out in front of somebody and expecting you to stop.
Yep. That's why I have a really big bumper on my truck.
Yeah. I'm just driving a little Jeep Renegade, so if I hit somebody because they pull out, my car is wrecked.
Put a big bumper on
it. Yeah, put one of them cattle push bars on the front.
Actually, I told Andre what I want is I want a couple of bumper mounted paintball guns. Somebody comes blows a stop sign in front of me, I just fire. because it's not going to damage their vehicle, but they're going to hear this thump, 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 thump. They're going to get out and see little splotches of paint on their car. Don't want to kill nobody much.
It's like those little blurps that you see on like Facebook and stuff. Somebody comes onto your property. At what point do you call 911? Don't call 911. Call 811. Why do you do that? Well, isn't that who you call for digging a hole?
I have the coroner on speed dial.
I got a 3-foot crawl space and lime.
Yeah, but that stinks after a while.
That's what the lime's for.
Just get a set of pigs.
So, by the way, Eric, we keep talking like this. You'll be doing this stream all alone as the cops come and haul me away.
Right?
You can learn a lot from Jeffrey Dahmer. Or if you're in Canada, what the hell was his name? The freaking Christ. He was out in the BC area with all the pigs.
Serial
The
killer?
Picton farm. Picton, was it John Picton? He had a pig farm. And they finally caught him. And they to this day, they still haven't found all the bodies, but they're upwards of 17 that were found, 17 women.
Yeah, that's freaking insane.
The Picton farm. Yeah, feeding them to the pigs.
Yep. That is insane in the membrane. Yeah, we got another small guy like this.
Gilly said, knock, knock, CIA. No, CIA is not supposed to operate on American soil.
The Picton farm.
Yep.
Gilly probably remembers all those stories and stuff. It was on the news.
It's probably around his area?
No, it was BC, so British Columbia.
Oh.
Back in British Columbia.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we have our share of idiots around here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure every place has them.
I forgot how much of a pain in the ass it is.
Weren't for the idiots, you wouldn't notice normal people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't even want to notice normal people.
Well, I was just going to say that. Yeah.
Even the normal people are idiots. You got to be one of the abnormals. The abnormals are the fun ones.
Whose brain is this? Abby normal.
Yeah, I forgot how much fun it is cutting doors out of vehicles.
Right. I've done it a couple times, and I'll probably end up doing it a few more. But it's tricky, and then and then it's putting the door, like scratch building the door back together to make it look like, the inside door stuff, door jam, things like that.
That's what I mean. Making the damn door jams is what's a pain in the ass.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It's so much easier if you could glue everything together, but you can't glue it together because you still need to paint everything. Because this would be a lot easier if I was able to glue the floor pan to the body. If you did that, then trying to paint it and block it and customize it later, real bitch.
By the way, Eric, you'll be very happy, or you won't care, one or the other, to know that I've decided I'm going to not start, or probably, I don't plan on starting any models before I finish the 19 or so that are in work.
That's hard to do.
I know. Like I said, I don't plan to start any new ones.
I wish you all the best of luck, brother. You got this.
And, I'll be okay as long as somebody doesn't come up with a 1/16 group build and then forget.
Who did that?
Not naming anybody's names, Eric.
1/16? Really?
Or not? Yeah. You decided in December we should do a 1/16 group build.
Oh,
for Hobby Town.
That was just suggesting. I was just suggesting. That's all.
Well, you said we were going to do one, and I'm like, great. I've got this and this.
Don't go blaming me now.
Huh?
Don't go blaming me now.
I blame you for everything.
I just came up with the suggestion. That was it. You guys did your own thing. Yeah.
Well, I figured as long as I finish the Samba, by the time I finish the other Samba, I'll be okay.
Because at least the Samba will be done. One of them.
Both of them.
Then there's that. The thing that I've noticed, though, is that, for real, starting new kits is kind of nice because, if you're working on a project, especially it's a longer term project, or you're just kind of like stuck in a rut and you really don't know where to go from that project, what else are you going to do?
Have you been
going to walk away from
Pearl
the table and not do anything? No. You're going to be like, well, I'm going to look through what I have in my stash and I'll do something in the meantime.
Well, see, the problem is when you do that is when you take a break from a big project with another big project.
Tell me about it. I went from working on the freaking cuddy, which is a big project, to cutting out doors and customizing a freaking van. And I mean full out custom. I'm going to be Frenching in the rear tail lights with 1969 Cougar tail lights. All right, custom interior, custom doors, or cut outdoors, custom body work,
Now, do
Freaking
you
fun.
do you have a specific place where you get like custom car parts, you know, third party type stuff?
If I get stuff, yeah, I use a few different places. Okay, who's got the video on?
I know. Yeah, there is an echo in there. I just have StreamYards. So,
Yeah, me
Same
too.
here.
but who is it on Brian streams? I've seen you on there, Mac. Super Sport Models. Terry.
Yeah.
I think his name's Miguel. That does like 3D stuff for
Yep.
cars.
Yep. Like all of this stuff, transmissions and brakes and engines and all that.
Have you? So you've ordered from him?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
I've got
cool.
I've got a link for him. Like you use BSC Family, you get 10% off your order when you go through my link.
I might have to, because there's not on the 67 Plymouth GTX I have, but there's another vehicle that I'll be doing here coming up shortly for the garage diorama, gas station diorama, that I need custom bits and bobs. And his name kept popping in my head. I was like, geez, you know, he does this, but I don't know how busy he is, you know.
Well, it depends. Like, do you have a 3D printer?
No.
Okay, because he can print stuff out for you. He does quite a bit of it lately. He prefer just selling the file, but he can print it for you. And if there's something custom you want, you know, like say very specific kind of thing, he can design it up for you, work with you, and then print it out, right? Like
Yeah.
I needed very specific style front rims and rear rims for a project I'm doing. And I got him some pictures, some reference pictures and stuff, and he made them up freaking perfectly.
That's cool.
Because I'm building the Street Outlaws, one of the Street Outlaw cars. I'm doing Monza's car, Sinister.
Okay.
That split bumper Camaro.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm doing that car, and I needed those very specific style rims that he's got on that car. So I got him some pictures and everything else, and yeah, he did them up perfectly for me for the size I needed. Because I bought, where are these from? I think I got these from Ted's Model Garage, these tires. And they're rubber, like they're just solid rubber, right?
Right.
But Miguel did up the rims for me to fit in these tires, you know. And then he did up the front ones for me. But I, you know, like he'll do pretty much anything, you know. Plus he's got all kinds of stuff on his site, and every day he's pretty much adding more and more to it.
Right. So he can print just about anything.
Yeah. The tires that
Gilly
are on
said
my
Gilly said he likes your setup, Eric. Apparently, you have a background picture of a hobby shop. And Todd just got up at 1 o'clock. Like I said, he's going to be showing up around 1 o'clock.
If he shows up at all, he might just be like.
He said he'll be on. He said to turn the nameplates back on because somebody turned them off. Eric.
I did not.
Wasn't me.
Yeah, it was.
No, I turned on the music that you walked into the studio too. Todd said he can hop on in a few minutes, And Gilly said this named MARVELPHX is coming. Why didn't Gilly coming?
Yeah.
Named MARVELPHX is coming. Hey, there's Marvel Pixel.
Oh.
Why didn't Gilly coming? Yeah. Named MARVELPHX is coming.
Wow.
That's not me. That's
I blame
Todd.
Buck.
No, that I was watching you guys on my phone, so I had to turn that off when I joined the stream.
Blame Buck. I don't care. Blame Buck.
Good morning, Todd.
Oh, it's too early. Too early.
The rest of us all changed clocks last night. What happened to you?
I slept through my alarm I have for the streams because now you guys get up too early or something.
Well, okay, Gilly said Gilly's excused. He's at work.
That's still.
By the way, Todd, you slept through actually 2 streams.
I did?
Yeah, I streamed the Rootmaster this morning.
What? Why? I thought that's Monday.
Actually, I just felt like doing it, and the UK kids were like, "We really appreciate you doing it this early."
That's funny.
You're a weirdo.
He is.
I tore apart a remote control car the other day, and I plan on using this on a kit. I found some LEDs in the car.
Oh, nice.
It's got red,
cool.
blue, and white.
Yep. Watch out for the popo.
Yeah. And again, that's what I said. You can take apart pretty much anything, you know, as long as you know you get the basic knowledge of how to use the stuff. You know, if you don't have any knowledge whatsoever of electronics, well, LEDs are going to be a pain in the ass for you.
Oh, I find it fun and amusing to put 24 volts through LEDs. So I'm good with that.
And
You know,
somehow
like,
the LEDs that you break heal.
Yep.
I've got bins and bins of LEDs, like either bought or recycled. You know, all kinds of little LEDs, 3 millimeter.
Nice. I gotta get
1980 stereo.
like that.
1980 stereos work good for those type of lights. I've got flickering lights. I've got bright whites, blues, 3 millimeter, 5 millimeter. What's the other bin? I got RGBs.
Kind of sounds like Eric if you actually see him straight on. He's got flickering lights in his eyes.
Yeah. Well, I got all of this stuff. I got hell, even UV lights. You know, UV LEDs. But then I've got all the other stuff that I've ordered. You know, like this is an emergency car. And what do we got here? This is amber, green, warm white, bright white, red. These ones are, what are these? This one is yellowing flicker, bright white flicker. And then there's bags and bags of brand new stuff in the big bins over here beside me.
That's cool.
I had thousands of, literally thousands. LEDs. I mean, shit, I think I bought 2,000 white LEDs at one time and 1,000 blue.
Yeah, I got to build up my stock of them.
I got quite a few LEDs too. I don't think I've got thousands, but I've got a lot.
See? Can you see? Well, hey guys, Dad wants me to go check out the planter that he just made, so I'll be back in a minute.
All right, no problem. All right. That which goes on this.
By the way, Todd, I blame you.
Okay.
I downloaded the Enterprise, the Titanic walkthrough thing.
Oh, it's excellent, by the way.
It is, and eventually, when they get it completed, I will probably contribute.
Oh, are you talking about the Glory and Honor or
Yes.
whatever? Yeah. I've been keeping an eye on that for the last year or so. They do a really.
I've been a Patreon of them for probably a year.
They do really good work.
Because I mean, what they're doing is impressive. And they're doing it, you know, it's all volunteer, which that's just super impressive to me.
You can simulate the sinking. You can, I mean, the detail that they have on the interior is just mind blowing.
Yeah. I didn't know if anybody was actually watching that. Every time I looked up, there was only like 2 or 3 people on that stream.
I was on it for most of the stream. I want to say I think I ran out of steam, pun intended, around the 2-hour mark.
Yeah, I only thought I'd be in there because people are like, you can see every room in 90 minutes. And I'm like, okay. But, you know, 2.5 hours later, here I am still going.
Yeah. You look at the clock and you're like, I used to have a life.
Oh, well, and, you know, I was going to go up on the crow's nest because you get a great view of the ship from the crow's nest. And I didn't make it up there. And
well, I don't know who it was that said it, but somebody said that's a great reference for building the ship modelers. And I'm like, I was like, you know, I have files, a ton of files on those tiles. You know, so I can print flooring for it.
oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a really good point. Because you weren't here yet, but I told Eric that this is probably the year that I go back and finish most of the 15 or 18 or 19 in progress models I've got. And the Titanic is one of them. You know, the little one. The trumpeter one that's the same size as the one you're building.
Yep. A lot of people are using like the KA kit, the Pontos kit, things like that. They're using those on the Hachette Titanic. A lot of the
that would make sense.
And a lot of it fits, like the scale. I guess the ScaleMates decks, with the slightest amount of trimming and adjustments, they'll work.
Well, the Pontos decks, because it's 1/200, should also fit. That's what I've got is the Pontos.
Yeah.
And the Titanic was actually a couple of things. I was waiting for the sound card system to arrive. I was waiting for the internal bracing, the latest and greatest, plus the replacement mass. And so I kind of put it away it started out to be like about 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 2 years. So I got to get back to it. I was going to say, I think you're frozen, but then I looked and you moved a little bit. And I'm like, Doesn't that hurt your hand when you leave it there for like 6 hours?
No.
That's pretty
Todd.
hardcore. That's pretty hardcore, Todd. You wake up and you instantly start modeling.
There, Todd, what do you think of the roof?
I like it.
I have to. I learned some stuff on there. I may eventually actually go back and redo this half, depending on how this part looks.
Now you go back, and those are supposed to be tile, right? You go back and paint them to be tile, and
Yeah,
something?
they're done. They're actually done.
Oh, those. I thought I'm trying to look at the little screen here, and I'm like, the white ones don't look done. You're talking about the other ones. No, the other ones look good.
Yeah, these ones.
No, they look good. They look excellent.
Well, what I need to do, and I followed the instructions, and the yellow was supposed to be ochre. I don't have ochre. I have a dark yellow. So I did yellow. But what I should have done is the yellow's got to go down first, then the green, then the what I'm using for terracotta.
It still looks good.
Yeah. I do have to say, I did find Russian green.
Where's it Russian to?
Hobby Time modelers, of course.
No, I turned the nameplates off, so my name wouldn't be popped up when I was doing the Titanic stream.
I was blaming Eric.
No, that was me.
Well, what was funny was after I did my stream this morning, I went in, came back in and, looked at a couple of things, and I decided, just to see. And I went out and came back in just to see if it would actually do that. So that when Eric came into the studio, he heard this.
Oh, yeah.
I left the music on just so Eric would have it.
Oh, I didn't even hear the music.
I uploaded a music loop to use for Titanic. It's just like a calming, like ocean loop kind of thing.
Yep. And
I never turned it on. I kept asking people if I should have music in the background so it wouldn't be dead air if I wasn't talking. But nobody said anything. So.
See, that's what I like using. I like music. Yeah. I like using the music because it does, it kind of takes away that dead space and gives it more of that calming effect.
Yeah.
Well, one of the channels I have on YouTube, I'm going to probably start downloading some of their stuff because I think it's RFM is their channel name. It's royalty-free music that you can actually go and download. So I may download some of that and add it to the StreamYards.
Well, StreamYard's a little weird because it only play one thing at a time.
Yeah, you have to have. Yeah, it has to be like a loop or whatever.
No, I grabbed something that was like a minute or two, but it's loopable, which means the ends and the beginning are the same. So
there is that. I wonder. I'm on their channel just because for when I get back to the Black Pearl, because the Black Pearl is the only video I've ever gotten a copyright infringement on. Knock on wood.
Hobbies I Enjoy is here. Hello.
Hey, Mac. How's it going, brother?
Oh, that's awesome. They do have it.
Okay, so that would be these two first, and then 1917. Okay.
So, Eric, remember and hey, Mark, how's it going? Remember the first time I streamed the Black Pearl? I had the actual "He's a Pirate."
Yes.
Well, that was my one copyright infringement I got. On RFM, they have a copy of it that says it's royalty free.
Right on.
It sounds a little bit different, but that's okay.
Well, that's what I mean. They can My Heart Will Go On that I used for the intro was just somebody that remastered it, right? They basically remade the song, so it's not Celine Dion's song. It's the same notes, you know. It sounds very similar.
Right.
But somebody recreated it from scratch, so it's technically a cover, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there ain't nothing wrong with that.
And I actually got that from, I believe, a YouTube channel that said, this is royalty free. Use it as you like.
Yeah. I'm looking right here. It says you're free to use this song in your videos and monetize as well, but you must include the following in your video description. And
that's if you want it monetized.
Even if you don't want it, the thing is, you don't want a copyright infringement ever, because then people start looking at your channel funny.
No, they do anyways.
I know. I really don't understand how you always get all the hate, Eric.
I do. It's cool though. It's just a thing.
Ain't nothing but thing, chicken wang.
Nothing but a thing.
It's just an Eric thing.
It is an Eric thing. Or should I say it was a Rascal thing?
Yeah.
Who's that? I don't know who that is.
I don't know.
That person doesn't exist anymore.
How true that is.
So, Eric, how's
There
your
you go,
Pearl
guys.
coming
What do you
along?
think? What do you think of that?
Hey, Mike and Mike's dad. How's it going?
Hey, welcome.
There's the planter he built.
Very
That
cool.
was cool.
Holy buckets, that looks sharp.
Yeah. Even a set of flowers to go with it. They're round, right? They're like little barrels.
Yeah. Hey, that's some pretty handy work, man.
You can see like they're round.
Oh man, is that on wheels?
No,
That it slides off of. Oh,
No,
nice.
yeah, laminate
called
floor.
brute force.
It moves nice.
No, that looks good. Good on you, man.
It's meant to be outside, right? Dad's gonna make these to sell, and well, that's what Dad does, is builds all this stuff, birdhouses, planters, whatever, right? Windmills.
Is that raw wood?
lighthouses.
Do you have to seal it or anything to be outside?
If you want to seal it, he's just building them. He's not painting or sealing or anything.
I got you.
Oh,
Let
probably
them
should.
do it.
You probably should seal it. That's all made from pallets.
Oh,
Pallet
crazy.
wood, right on.
So people give him pallets or whatever. He buys them real cheap, kind of thing. Then he takes them all apart, pulls the nails, planes them down, cuts it to whatever he needs, and makes everything. He made his 2 barn doors for his shop that we're building right now. He's doing the same barn door style for the bedroom here. Yeah, that's what he's building. Stuff like that.
It came out good though.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it's just all reclaimed wood from pallets, and
At least they're going
nothing
to,
real.
good use.
Nothing really store-bought.
There's plenty of old pallets. Every time there's a big fire in Phoenix, it always seems to be a pallet shop, you know, like a pallet yard.
Yeah, we'll move this over to the other side there, and then I'll be back. Because he wants to take some pictures to make posters and stuff like that. And I'll end up doing that. Probably get some stuff made up through Vistaprint. I'll be back in a minute.
All right, brother.
So this is the oddest thing I've ever seen YouTube do.
What?
I've got a video playing, and the chat from Hobby Time Modelers up on the same page.
Okay.
Yeah, very odd. None of that. You'll make Eric fall asleep.
Not allowed.
I was working on my Partworks directory last night. Chasing down pictures of all the different Partworks.
Oh boy, that had to have been fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, and a lot I can reuse. Like if it's like the Infinity Gauntlet, it's the Infinity Gauntlet. That's just the way it goes. But some of the like country specific stuff like Brazil or Russia or stuff like that, you know, the partwork names, that's the only place you can get that partwork, like the Lada cars, the Volga, things like that. I have to go chase them down. And some of them, they don't have, you know, people don't scan in pictures of the magazines, you know, so I gotta figure it out. But I only have the US and the UK left, so I'll get those done today and switch it over.
Very cool. Okay, so let me catch up on chat. After Gilly left, after Gilly abandoned us, Mark showed up. He said started his shroud rigging on the Pearl last night.
Oh, excellent.
Alex asked him which one he's building. Mark said it's a wooden kit that he picked up 2 years ago, bought one for Eric too, and Eric, the scum, just won't start it. He said all that, Eric. Wasn't me. Alex said I
haven't started it yet.
Alex says I have the hatchet plank on frame with open hull and fill interior. Buck said, from what I've seen, is very similar to the ZHL all scenario version. Mark said mine's based on the kit that kit, but it doesn't have the open hull with interior. Buck said the all scenario version has the closed hull, I think. And Alex said I will have to drop by and have a gork.
A gork? What's a gork?
Gorks are on the house, brother.
I think he meant look, but he said gork.
Gorks are on the house.
What the gork?
What in the flaming gork?
Holy gork. Wait, is it bad if we make fun of our viewers?
Not at all.
Hey, some of our viewers are us, so yes.
There is that. Hey, speaking of which, where the hell's Donnie?
I don't know. Why is Gilly not here?
Gilly's working.
Yeah, Gilly's at work. So
On a Sunday?
we'll
What's wrong with Canada?
What's
Wait, Todd,
Yes.
let's analyze that statement. What is wrong with Canada?
Probably a shorter list if you ask what's not wrong with Canada.
See? And that's from a guy who's in Canada.
Blame Canada.
Although you could sum up everything that's wrong with Canada with one name.
Mark.
Nope.
Nope.
Trudeau.
Eric.
Who?
I was going to say that.
No.
Their prime minister.
No, a prime minister would actually do something. He's just an idiot.
I've heard that from a lot of people that live where you are.
I have seen a lot of stuff about that.
Did I read something last night that Arkansas made it so kids can go back to work? Something about rolling back child labor laws or something?
So that kids can go back. That's wrong.
Yeah, I mean, like, basically saying that kids like 6 years or 8 years old can be paid to go to work.
That's funny.
They probably work harder than most of the adults.
Mm.
So Alex said, have a gork at it, mate.
Hey, we're gorking as best as we can gork, man.
You know, if you read Heinlein, which I have, you would change that into grok, G-R-O-K, or grope, which is kind of saying you understand it. You would have to read "Stranger in a Strange Land" to fully understand the word. Wait, I just said I'm old again, didn't I?
Yep.
Damn it! Damn it!
I'm gonna have to buy more Gundam. This is my last one.
That's not
I find that Gundams are perfect for live streams.
Wow!
I've never built any of those. Never built any of those either.
Yeah, they're pretty fun actually. Sometimes they can be confusing because most of it's in Japanese. Well, all of it is in Japanese. But still, pretty cool. How am I missing? Oh no, okay. I get that.
Ah, okay. So I checked my email, and something that I ordered last night on Amazon just shipped, and I got $1.50 in digital rewards.
Happy birthday, Alex.
Yes, happy birthday. You're older than who?
Dirt.
No, that's me.
Ba-dum-bum. Okay. what I find fascinating about the instructions, on top of it all being Japanese, every instruction that I've gotten on every Gundam so far, half are in black and white, and then the other half is in color. Not a clue why.
Are they books or are they foldouts?
No, they're like they're foldouts.
Is the color on one side and is the color on one side and the black and white on the other?
Yeah.
That's why. They're printing only one side color.
Oh.
They're only allowed so many. Their budget only allows for so many pages of color.
Wow, I'm thinking so. Put this here. Room. Oh. 13.
So Bilge says he's a year older than he was last year. And then he said he's really young. He said, I'm a 78 model.
Hey, I'm 3 years older than you are, Alex.
I'm a 76
Such
model.
a youngin'.
Eric, 13. 13 years older.
Bad number.
What? What's wrong with it?
It's old. Decrepit.
And? What's your point? Other than the top of your head.
It's old. Decrepit.
You're as old as I am, Eric.
Oh, no.
Wait. Are we talking years or mentally?
Oh, no. He's got me. He's
I've
got
been
me beat there.
21. I've been hanging at 21 for over 2 decades. So.
Oh, you just keep having anniversaries?
Exactly.
No, the shipping and handling keeps getting higher.
Bill says I'm the same age as his sister.
Oh, crap. They're twins. No. There's 2 of them running around. Ah.
Well, for the next month, my wife and I are the same age.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, next month she'll be old again.
Oh, snap.
That has been our running joke for 30 plus years of marriage. For every year, she's older than I am for like 10 months.
How to get divorced in 3 easy steps. My fuck.
Mary Buck.
After that comment, she's always going to be older because he's going to stop aging here real soon.
Yeah. For a very short period of time, his fingernails will still grow, but
Yeah.
he'll stop aging.
Nah, she doesn't watch us. She's sleeping right now.
We can send her the link.
What drug did you use for that?
She knows that I hassle her about that. Okay. Gonna let this roof.
Dilge, why aren't you on? You've been on here before.
I think he hates you, Eric.
That's a love-hate.
Is
He
it?
loves to. He
Love
loves
hate? He loves to hate you?
He loves to hate.
Okay. Well, this is drying. Let me turn around and find out I put the drawer right where I need to put it. Put the dial.
Is he mumbling to himself again?
I mumble to myself all the time. It's a sign of hanging out with Eric.
Old age. I'm just saying.
Listen, Mumbles.
I don't mumble, yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, so that's why. All right. How's that Titanic coming there, Todd?
It's coming. Starting to get to some of the curves, so I am using a couple little drops of glue here and there.
I think he's getting a sinking feeling.
Oh,
Ba-dum-bum.
You're welcome.
Buck's full of jokes today. Everybody watch out.
Dad
No,
jokes.
I'm full of
Incoming.
something. I'm full of something, Todd.
Okay, so that. Yeah, it wants me to use the stickers. I'm not using these fucking stickers.
That's the back half of the hull. Put on.
Hand paint them. Wow, that actually came out really good.
So back half, the center prop, rudder.
That's looking so cool.
All right, front half. Biggest piece of the whole ship.
Now, if I'm correct, you don't buy any of this on any of these kits local, right? You just order them online.
Oh yeah, no, they're all on Amazon.
That's one of those 3D puzzle ones.
Yeah, it's just a foam core
Yeah.
type thing.
I was looking at one of those metal ones. Like the Metal World or whatever they're called.
Well, I've done, if you're talking about the Metal Earth.
Yeah, Metal Earth. That's it.
I've done a few of those, and I hate them. One, they're very tiny, you know, and you have to, you know, like stick a tab through a slot, and then you have to twist the tab or bend the tab to get it to stay. And they're just so small. They look okay, but...
And your fingers get caught up.
Yeah, the metal is very sharp. You have to twist the metal or try to cut the metal out of the sprues. It's... I just don't... I've done a few, and I just don't find them that enjoyable, so...
Almost like hanging out with Eric.
It's like super enjoyable, man.
Yeah, Eric, when are you going to take me, like, snowboarding or...
When you coming up?
Take me down, you know, put me in a tubing down a snow hill. Let's go.
When you coming up?
And then barbecue for me in your shed.
All of which you can have for one low price.
Well,
I'm
man,
trying to
next year-
locate.
I did crash my helicopter into your house, and I didn't see you there to greet me.
Yes, you did.
I heard next year Eric's going to be living in that shed.
Oh yeah, I'm doing a lot of work to it.
I'm very torn right now on what to actually do with this. Like, it's got these inner panels, you know, it's got all the diamond tuck, or the button tuck, I guess you call it.
Right.
Because I want to flock them. I want to flock the interior, you know, but I got to put them, shape them to the doors as well. All right. Do I paint them, flock them, and then glue them in and try to fight with all the door jams? Like, you know what I mean? Like, do I try to build all the door jams, then take them off, flock them, paint them, glue them in? Or do I glue them in and try to do the flocking while they're actually in it?
I would do the flocking afterwards, as much as it's kind of a pain, but because
I mean, the floor wouldn't be in the way, right? Because they're inside.
Right.
Right. They kind of go inside here. All right. I don't know if you guys have ever done the van or not, but
yeah,
they're part of the inside. So I could try to build all these door jams, let these out, and then paint, flock, paint, do everything, and then glue them in. Or I could glue them in now so that the floor has something to sit up against, and then build my door jams and flock them later, paint them and flock them later.
I would do that and flock them later. If you did them separately, and I know it's really just a detail and it's personal choice, but like if I was doing it, I would do it exactly what you just said. Only because, especially like when you're flocking and you're talking interior carpet, it kind of looks like all in one, right? When you do it all at once, instead of like now that seam, there's that definite. I don't know if that makes sense, but
between the floor and the wall panels, kind of thing.
Right. Where if you did it now, you're right. You'd have that place to sit it on, but when you go to flock it, it'll look like one piece carpet. There won't be that seam. So, but again, it's personal choice. We're talking interior, and we don't know how much of that.
It kind of would be a seam, because I would have to flock this stuff and paint it while it's in the van, and then the floor would be flocked by itself, and then you'd put the floor and everything inside the van. But if they're in there now, then I could at least fill in all these gaps along the outer skin and the inner panel, to make that door jam. Whereas if I don't glue them in right now, I'm fighting with the floor moving up and down inside the body. I'm trying to guess at where all these would line up, where it's flat inside, where it's curved outside.
I feel like you just made your own decision right there.
Right.
I feel like you just weighed the pros and cons and goes, well, see, that process sounds easier.
But when it comes time to flock, if I glue them in now and I have to flock them later, well, now I'm trying to flock them inside the van, right? Because they're glued to the body. So now I'm gluing in there and trying to flock in there. Whereas if I have them out, I am leaning to gluing them in, because then it stabilizes the floor right where it needs to be. Then I can do the door jams probably on the body, glue it to the body so that part of the body when I paint it. And then the floor comes out. I do all the custom for the bed and the center wall, because I got a center wall in there that I got to build. Yeah, I don't know.
I would. I mean, again, it makes more sense, and you just said it. Put it in now. That
You know what I mean? Like if
later.
Here's the outer door, and then the inner skin, right? If I put them on, I glue it in place. Well, now I can easily fill that gap that's on the end, on both sides. Whereas if I try to tape this in place, try to make this, is it sitting in the exact spot I need? Then take it off, paint this, block that, then try to glue everything back in.
No, hell no. No.
Or do I just glue it on, flock it later? But again, like I said, these pieces would be glued inside the van. So it's not that hard. I mean, it's an open roof, and the floor will be out of the way. Yeah, it's getting glued in. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
We're glad to help you get to your own decision.
Yeah,
we're here for you, sir.
The old guy needs fucking help once in a while.
Wait, yeah, I wasn't listening.
No, Buck needs help a lot.
I wasn't listening. What the flock just happened?
We made decisions without you, Buck.
Yep.
Oh no.
I'm flocked if I do, and I'm flocked if I don't.
Exactly.
Well, then flock it.
Either way, it's going to get flocked.
Do whatever the flock you want.
Oh, this is getting bad.
No, Eric, this is getting normal.
This is getting normal.
Yeah, this flocking channel is just nuts.
It's home. You should feel safe in your home.
Right?
Yeah, okay.
We should put a subtitle on this channel that says "What the flock over."
Roger. Victor.
I made a nice description. I don't think I know.
Did you just use the description that's pre-made, or are you still making them up as you go?
Which do you think?
Dude, I'm on my phone. I don't have anything like existing on my phone, so I just kind of think.
You realize it's just in Discord. You can copy the entire post from Discord, right?
Oh.
It's in the news channel. That's what I do every time.
You know, I should try and remember that.
There's the whole problem.
It's a pin post in the news channel. That way you can go in there and you can.
You know, I never think of that though. Honestly, when I
know. No, wait, Eric, you should have stopped at think. You never
right?
think.
Sit down, have a drink before you hurt yourself.
Oh, I know it. I was going to set up the stream last night, completely forgot about it. And then I remembered it earlier today, and it was just like really quick. I had a lot going on, and I was like, oh man, I just got to set up a stream. Doesn't have to be perfect. I just need to set it up.
Surely you can't be serious. I am serious, and don't call me Shirley again.
Don't call me Shirley. You ever seen a grown man naked?
I try not to.
That was just hilarious.
Every day when I get out of the shower.
That movie. We use that
to avoid that.
Cockpit. Have you ever been inside cockpit? No. You ever seen a grown man naked?
Now I have to watch Airplane. The autopilot is deflating. It needs to be fixed. Come on, you can't go wrong with Leslie Nielsen.
No, he was pretty cool.
Cockpit. What is that?
Here's an age test. Here's an age test for you. Who has seen The Man with Two Brains?
Oh, I have.
Yep.
I have not.
You haven't seen any movie, Eric.
I have. I've seen movies.
Which one?
Yeah,
Name
kids'
one.
movies.
Psalm. I've seen Psalm.
So
Hell, I watched Bonanza the other day.
Alex said it's the aft or stern. Then he said putting up with Gonzo, I think he meant Eric, is as much fun as bareback riding a horse with hemorrhoids. Mangoes don't ask, just do or die. And he had it on VHS.
Oh, the man with two brains or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, it was him, and wasn't Lily Tomlin in that too?
I think she was actually the extra brain.
Yeah.
She was the voice, and then eventually the girl.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Out in the goddamn rowboat with freaking brain in the jar. Dad was watching what the hell's the name of the show? Lucille Ball show the other day.
Yep. Lucy, you got some splaining to do.
Yeah, and then the honeymooners. Love the honeymooners. One of these days, pow, right in the kisser.
Straight to the moon.
Yeah, straight to the moon, Alice. Straight to the moon.
That was an epic, if overly long, movie. The Towering Inferno.
You know, I loved that movie as a kid, and I tried to watch it again a few years ago, and it's awful.
There's a lot of movies like that, or even TV shows. It's like, how the hell did we ever watch this shit?
There we go. We have a bow.
Well, you better take a bow then. Good job.
Titanic.
So I've been watching, or I've watched most of Space 1999 recently. And when I got to the second season, I was like, what the hell? When did they change the opening theme? I never realized they had done that.
I watched Dukes of Hazzard before it was a rerun.
Same here.
Yep.
And
Friday
and
night
the
at
18.
18.
And the 18.
Yep.
Airwolf.
Airwolf, Knight Rider.
Viper.
Yep.
Knight Rider. Viper. Street Hawk.
Star Trek.
Yeah. The original Star Trek with Captain Kirk.
Did you watch it before it was a rerun?
Near the end. I was born in 76.
It canceled in 68.
Yeah, that's...
Was it? Well, then I guess maybe it was the reruns.
Or no, it canceled in 69. It ran 3 seasons. I, on the other hand, watched season 3. Didn't know what it was about. Had no clue. It was kind of a cool series, I thought.
I like those little, whatever you want to call them, the critter balls.
Tribbles?
Those little fur balls.
Yeah, tribbles.
Those were my favorite. Fuck, that whole ship just filling up with them.
The quadritricky.
And then, of course, I watched the movie Critters.
Well, what was it? Was The Empath. I still remember. I was 4.5 years old, and The Empath was the first episode I watched. The one with the where the aliens were torturing McCoy, Kirk, and Spock to get her, because she was a true full empath, and she would actually absorb their wounds to herself and then cure them off of herself.
I don't remember most of them. I remember the fight with Spock and Kirk.
Amok Time. Depending on which fight. Because they did fight more than once.
Yeah, they were on, it looked like some sort of desolate planet somewhere, and it was all kind of reddish gray rock and everything.
Yeah, so that would have been on Vulcan.
But, yeah, I think that's where it was, yeah. And
so
then I watched
Alex
most of the Next Generation, and then after that, yeah, I think I caught a couple episodes of other ones, and that was it. I stopped watching it after that.
So Alex said he's got to go to work, but he'll leave us with the original Battlestar Galactica.
There you go. What about Buck Rogers? Bitty bitty bitty.
It's howdy doody time.
No, I'm not that old.
I can tell you this much. I remember watching Battlestar Galactica. I was very young, and Cylons freaked me out. And that show was written by Glenn Larson.
Yep.
And that's there is a nod. It's not because of it, but there's a nod to Knight Rider Scanner because it's a Cylon. Because Glenn Larson wrote that too.
Yep. The show I've been watching lately is the original Mission Impossible.
I don't know why that just made me think of Get Smart.
That was a good show.
Yeah, I watched MASH a lot.
I don't know why, but I was thinking the same thing.
I can still watch MASH. I put it on the other day and just let it run.
Yeah, I've got all the seasons.
I think it's on Netflix as well.
Don't know. I got rid of them. They're too damn expensive.
Oh, it's T-Mobile. We get it for free with the subscription or with the phone.
Oh. No, we got Prime and Disney.
And of course, Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Oh,
The Outer Limits.
The episode of Twilight Zone where there's a gremlin on the wing of a plane throwing ripping pieces of
thinking
metal
the
off
exact same show.
throwing it into the engine freaked me out for airline travel for years.
I was thinking the exact same episode.
Oh God, that episode freaked me out. I hated it.
Who was the actor?
No, I don't know.
Captain Kirk.
Was it really?
Yep.
It was Shatner in that episode?
Yep. Shatner was in a few of them.
Yeah, that episode, because I used to fly to go see my dad up in Milwaukee and Washington, and because I would fly alone. I got old enough to fly alone. I was probably maybe 8 or something, and if I was near a wing, that was traumatic.
Walter Koenig was in it as well. I think Nimoy was in there. No, it was funny. It's funny you mentioned the first time you flew. First time I flew, I had the one of the stewards. It wasn't a stewardess; it was a male steward. He thought he was going to be real cool and just go have this 13-year-old go, "Wow, that is so cool." He hands me this cup and he says, "Don't look inside it." And I'm like, okay. He hands me this paper cup and he pours water into it and smoke comes out. He's like, "Isn't that cool?" I said, "Must be dry ice inside." He was like, "Oh, just deflated him."
You ruined a man's dreams.
I was 13 and I knew what dry ice was.
Are you done, Eric?
I'm done.
Stick a fork in him.
Stick a fork in him. I'm done.
Very cool, Eric.
Looks good.
Eric, nice placement on the tweezers in the camera.
Right?
Stop forking around.
Not this conversation again. What the flock?
Oh, it
Yeah,
is.
I still like Elf and Mork and Mindy.
Nano.
You know, Robin Williams hated that show. At first he didn't because it was his big break. But by the time he got done, he absolutely hated Mork.
Well,
Because it was
things you do for when you need the money.
And that was his bread and butter, yeah.
Well, it was his breakout. 15 years on, he goes on stage and he's like, his audience is like, Mark, we want Mark.
Mm-hmm. That happens to a lot of actors. Really. They get stuck in a role or typecast, and
Yep.
Yeah,
they always want it. They
just
gotta hate that actor. Why do you? But everyone wants to hear it.
I mean, it's just like Jenkins and what's the other guy? Can't think of his partner. Yeah, Jenkins and the other guy there for Supernatural.
Mm.
Oh, Padalecki, Sam. Yeah.
I'm sure they don't. Most people don't even know their real names. Hey, Sam and Dean.
Sam and Dean, yeah.
I'm in the middle of watching that again.
That was a good series.
The fourth.
Yeah, that was a good series.
Yeah. Oh, I watched the series twice without going right to the end. I didn't want to see the end. I got about halfway through season 15. I'm like, nope, that's it. Good enough. But I finally watched. The third time I went through the whole thing, and I went right to the end.
Yeah.
Anytime there was something on YouTube or somebody would talk about it, and I'm like, I don't want to fucking hear the end of it. I don't want to see it. I would avoid it. But that poor collar.
That's like my son when I was reading. I don't even remember which one it happens in. I think it was Half-Blood Prince. Reading Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. And, my son is like, yeah, Snape kills Voldemort. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Oh, by the way, spoiler alert.
That was incorrect.
No, but I will turn it on.
Okay. Can you hear the kids or check on them every couple minutes?
Mm-hmm.
You're not ruining anything because you were wrong, so it's okay.
What? Oh, wait, not Voldemort.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dumbledore.
Oh, now you just spoiled it.
Now you spoiled it.
Yeah,
now that's it.
By the way, I think I heard her. So, Eric, say hello to Karina.
Yeah, she came and went. She's going shopping real quick.
She came in and said, "I'm going to spend all the money," and left.
Hey, speaking of money, we got our tax returns. That was quick.
Must be nice.
You get a tax return?
Yes.
This year was actually really nice because I think we ended up paying a total out of $2 because Illinois gave us 317 and the feds wanted 319. The sad part is I pay an extra $75 a paycheck in to the feds. And I still can't break even.
I've never had to pay through the years, any year that I worked before I got injured, and I've always gone through H&R Block. It always seems to be a very trusty place to go.
I have corrected H&R Block returns. And Eric,
they've always did me good.
Eric, wait until those tax returns grow up and move out. I mean, tax exemptions, not returns. When your tax exemptions grow up and move out, it sucks.
That's why you just make up new ones.
I don't pay taxes since I got injured in the military, so
Yet
I'm kind of the same way. I don't work, so my tax return is always 0. So I don't get a tax return. We get GST, but that's it.
the sad part is, I think I actually will make enough in retirement. I'll still be paying the federal government a fair chunk of change.
all right.
Oh, Steve has been grounded.
What? Can't come out play today. I told her to catch up and fill in my build. Should have finished ladder 9 today. You know, Steve, I'm in the same boat, my friend.
Grounded.
I have many of builds that I have built because I sit here and do them with you guys, and then I get busy and I can't get around to doing all the pictures and everything, and so I'm in the same boat. I got so many things to catch up on. I mean, the truck is done. Fire truck's done. I just got to put the rest of the pages together. I'm in the same boat.
So you're saying you're going to get grounded too?
I know, but I kept getting sidetracked doing the part work directory, but hopefully I will finish that today and I can start working on whatever's next. I think it was Knight Rider. I was hoping that little tab would show up, that, you know, Carpet Monster 8, but it didn't. So I'm going to get Knight Rider done, and then I think the fire truck is next, and then I have all the pictures taken. I just got to go in and write the articles and scan the books. And
you actually think you'll have that directory done today?
Yeah.
It seemed like a monumental task by the way you were talking about it, you know?
Well, I got a lot of it done last night. That's why I was late today.
And that, Todd, is why a lot of us just do video.
Well, I get it. And that's why a lot of people just straight live stream, but if you're doing it to help other people with their builds, it doesn't do them any good.
Well, see, I live stream and wait for Dave to come in and help me on my build.
Steve has to finish the Mira and haven't even started the Super Snake. Oh, the Super Snake. I bet that's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah, he is doing the Super Snake. I forgot about that.
Bored guy. Poor guy. I feel sorry for him.
All right, let's try this.
It's a cute little stand.
Actually, if you go through most of my videos, you'll see that.
That's cool, Todd.
Very
Nice.
cool.
You go through my
Now,
videos, you'll see that I've done very few Fords.
Oh, look, Eric's working on nothing.
I just realized I have 2 pieces that I forgot to put in.
They go somewhere.
I know, you guys distracted me. Now I got to go figure out if they're important or not. And if I can even get to them now.
What do you mean, us guys? It was Eric. Didn't you know it's Eric's turn in the bucket right now? He gets blamed for everything.
Well, unless they're actually later on and I didn't miss them.
All I hear in my head right now is "Carry on, wayward son." I could watch a video right now while doing this live stream, I would. If I put on a video, you guys will hear it too. Then there'd definitely be copyright shit going on.
Yeah. That was really cool. Broke the lead on the pencil, and when I went to bump the lead out a little bit, it just shot the whole thing out.
Wait a minute, I could swear I put those in.
Maybe they're spares.
No, it says to put them up here. Oh, they're back there. Oh, I don't care about those. I mean, I could fix it. Should I put them in? I didn't glue these side panels on, so I'll open this up.
Well, you know, if you don't put them in, you'll know they're not there.
Don't make it harder for me.
Well, it's just like Donnie always says, you'll know it's there. I think Eric left us. He just forgot to turn off the camera.
All right, I have returned.
Where'd you go?
Don't ask. You don't want to know.
I had to get what I'm gonna make next. All right, let's see. What am I gonna build now?
Probably something cheap and quick.
Hell no, baby. I ain't cheap. I ain't cheap looking.
Have you seen yourself?
Why, yes. Every morning. Max sends me pictures of his pearl there, and man, is he doing a good job.
I have not sent you pictures of nothing.
Okay. I just got it.
Took a second, but he came along. It just
I did. I stumbled a bit, but I was there.
And suddenly Eric woke up.
Hey, keep dreaming about me. That's it. I'm out of here.
No way, Eric. No way.
What? What?
Todd, look what Eric has.
What does Eric have? No.
Show the cover. Show the
No
cover.
way.
You guys act like I've never pulled this out ever.
You know why?
I'm not even going to comment on that.
Ever. Get out of here.
Not even going there.
It feels like you went up to the attic to get it too.
No, I don't have an attic.
Which made it even harder to get it out of the attic.
He's backdooring it, guys. He's backdooring it.
And if you guys, if anybody's just joining, this is my favorite car ever. Freaking love it. Look at that.
Yeah, you definitely show it.
Yeah.
Leaving it in storage, not building it.
Waiting for the right time.
So, Todd, we should end the stream now, right?
Yeah.
There's no right time. There's no right time for a Ford. Just leave it hidden. You're good.
Well, that's wrong. That's just wrong, man.
Oh. I think you're going to make him cry, Mark.
Baby,
He isn't yet? Damn, I'm not working hard enough.
No, you're not. All right.
I'm not a Ford guy, by the way.
What? Really?
I was gonna say it doesn't show.
Eric, oil that chair.
Was that?
I said oil
Grease
that chair.
the seat. Grease the seat.
Is it noisy?
It's
Grease
either
the
the chair or it's your back.
It's probably my back. Who knows?
Grease the
Speaking
seat.
of-
She's complaining.
Speaking of which, Eric, have you ever, since you had your surgery, have you ever bent just right to where you could hear the rods pop as they shift?
No, you don't hear them pop, but you can. I feel what you're hearing with this chair. It's the metal on the underside of my skin. So if I move, you could feel it. It's almost like rubber on silicone kind of thing.
Actually, Eric, give it time. My wife has heard the metal in her back. I've heard it pop as it shifts. It's one of these things if you hear that and you're like, are you okay? That sounded really painful.
What the hell just fell off?
Be all right for now. Yep.
Yep. Don't give me this nope crap.
Nope.
I said, don't give me this nope crap.
What'd I say?
Yep.
Exactly. All right.
Well, I
Completed.
really shouldn't be working on this.
Okay, so that's where it was. It was the seats.
We told you earlier that's what was squeaking.
You got to stop working on this. No more. Find something else to work on.
No.
Yes, because people want to see the whole build of this. And I'm sitting here building it and not recording it. So I got to stop working on it and find something else to work on.
So what you need to do is be like Gilly. Gilly will mute his mic on here while he's recording the video while he's on the stream.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
You know, well, halfway through my freaking video, or multiple times during the video, listening to you guys, that's it. I'd be freaking giggling and everything else. Not to mention I'd have to mute the sound so that you guys aren't in the background of my video.
Right.
I think he probably mutes us too.
And you'd be demonetized for sure if you listen to us.
Either that or you guys would have a lot more views because they'd be going, okay, who the hell am I hearing in the background? Of course, then I'd have to tell them in the comments going, well, this is who I've been watching while I was recording. And all of a sudden, everybody's going to go right over there. All right, something else. Build something else. Something that doesn't matter. I
Wait,
have nothing.
I think Mark's about to do whose model is it anyway? You know, where the build is made up and the model doesn't matter.
Yeah. See, everything that I have on the go is actually videos that are, you know, on YouTube. So basically, I would have to like start something new, as per conversation earlier.
Well, do you do all your builds full on live, or do you build and then say this is what I did?
I got a couple that are update videos, but most of them are build videos. Actually, I know what I could work on. One that's not a video at all.
Some of them look different.
One that's not a video at all.
There you go, Todd. That's they all look the same to me, and I know damn well they're not. But
Okay,
they do.
well, I told you what to do.
Get that up.
You did not.
I did. I said make sure you mark down all the screws, and you told me to go pound sand.
Wow. I did not.
I can believe that. That sounds like something you'd say, Eric.
What do you think? What do you think of that?
Very cool.
Oh, that's sharp.
That looks good.
Is that on a 4-wheel drive frame?
Yep.
Nice.
That's my Uncle Raymond's car.
My buddies and I
Used to be my dad.
did it to a 78 Camaro back in Maine. It was kind of funny. Stick shift was like way the hell on the floor. We had to make a custom hole for it to fit.
Well, I've got another 64 Olds kit. I'm going to build that kit like the way my dad had it. So I actually got paint there mixed up the other day. We found the paint coat. Called up Uncle Raymond, got the paint coat off the car because it's still on the trim tag. And I went to Napa, got them to mix up the factory color paint for it. So I'll do a version where it's the way Dad had it, and then when he sold it to his brother built this.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I'll have the car as when Dad had it, and I have the car as when Uncle Raymond has it. And it's still sitting in the garage, and all he did was build this to go hunting with. Typical Canadian.
We used to.
Let's take a classic car, put it on a 4x4.
We used to call it heater hunting. We'd stick our trucks in low, like super low gear, and just let it crawl along on the back roads, back logging roads and whatnot. We'd see a deer, we'd jump out and shoot it. It was that easy. Stayed warm too. Some people call it cheating. Nah.
My Dodge was like that. I had a 1980 Dodge 3/4 ton power wagon. And it was 3-speed manual, and it had the 4-range transfer case. So I just put that in 4 low, and then put the transmission there into the bull low, and just let the clutch out, and that was it. That thing would just crawl.
Yep. Best way to hunt right there.
Yeah, see? Probably hard to see that color. It's kind of a mint blue metallic.
Oh wow. It's almost got like a pearlescent.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So that's the factory color that Dad had. And then Uncle Raymond, while he painted it canary yellow. And he's got this, almost 4-foot Tweety Bird teddy bear sitting in the back seat. You got Tweety Bird floor mats, Tweety Bird mud flaps.
That almost feels like an unsafe addiction.
Well, it all started that everybody started calling it, oh, look, it's Tweety. And it kind of just stuck. So everybody kept getting them stuff that was Tweety Bird.
Big Bird.
It's true. Yeah, Tweety bird. But it still sits in the garage.
It's one of these.
And he won't fucking sell it to me. Asshole.
These. These. One of these.
I need my towel.
Okay.
You guys put microfiber towels down too for your finishing?
It depends on what I'm working on, but I do have them nearby.
Right there. So when are they going to start pumping back out the Eleanor?
Oh, the latest I've heard, I did get an email from Fan Home, and I didn't update my page because it really didn't say much different than what the website says. Is April. They're still aiming for April.
What's that?
We're looking at June for the Ecto, right?
Oh, probably, yeah. They got their hands full, and I got to give them credit because they're doing all that without. They haven't made a single dollar off of us yet, and they're doing all that work for free, basically. Try to get those things. You know,
Are there people complaining?
Of course. There's always people complaining. If they were selling boxes of money, if you could pay $5 for $50,000 in a box, somebody would complain about it.
You're not wrong.
Probably be Eric.
What?
Because Eric would be like, I've only got $4. Damn it.
Yeah, somebody'd be bitching that they don't have enough money. Somebody'd be bitching that why is there a limit only one per person?
Yep.
You know.
I'm just waiting for them to finally re-release the Enterprise. Then I'll repost mine up for sale.
I love magnets. They're awesome. Perfect clamps, and you don't make a mark on the body.
Never even thought about that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, you just put some tape, put some masking tape or something on one magnet.
Yeah.
You know, that goes on your paint side. Oops. Come on, go. That one goes on your paint side, and then one on the inside for your glass.
That is a very cool idea. I will have to get some of those larger magnets. I got a bunch of
Dollar
small
store.
ones.
Dollar store.
Cool.
But yeah, it just holds it right in there, nice and tight. There you go. No damage to the paint. Not like masking tape or something where you leave the masking tape on too long and it fucking leaves residue. You can't clamp it, you know, because it'll make a mark on the paint.
And if it doesn't make a mark on the paint, the clamp leaves part of itself behind.
Yeah.
I've had that happen way too many times.
Glue that.
Dude, now you got that song in my head, dude. Carry on my wayward son.
Kansas, baby, Kansas.
It's gonna be in my head all
What do
day
you say?
long.
Now I got to watch another episode of Supernatural.
There's a you should look online for the School of Rock cover of that. It's all kids. They play the whole
Yeah.
song, drums, keyboard, the whole bit, and I'm like, that's pretty impressive.
Let that dry now. And good to go.
I'll fix it.
If the screw doesn't fit, Eric, just hit it with a hammer.
I just didn't want to play nice.
Oh, by the way, and Eric, if the hammer doesn't work, just get a bigger one.
I have multiple size hammers.
All right. The master done. The first funnel is done.
Cool.
A bunch more funnels and then wrap a wire. Oh, we're almost done. I did just realize this is basically my version of you guys do Gundams and I build these things.
I'm not doing a Gundam. That does not does Gundams yet. Although I do have to say that, you know, Eric almost got me into painting minis.
Almost?
Almost. The reason I say almost is I bought some, but they ain't painted. Eric, you're supposed to go, oh.
Eric's concentrating.
Are you sure he's not sleeping?
Oh, that was actually muted.
He's probably been talking this whole time.
Thinking he's saying such awesome, brilliant stuff, and nobody hears it.
Yeah. What happened, Eric?
Karina's sitting in the background going, why is Eric talking to himself? Again.
Again.
So what were you saying, Eric?
Oh, I was talking with the boy.
Ah.
Junior. We named the dog Indiana.
That was actually a good one. One of the better ones.
The first one and the third one are the best ones. I am happy they're going back to basically Nazi enemies this time around.
Right.
Huh?
Going after aliens was
Oh, yes.
a bit of a shark jumping event right there.
No.
Was that the Crystal Skull? Was it that one?
We don't talk about that.
We
the
don't
word
talk about that.
the word you're looking for, Todd, for that one is stupid.
Yeah, no, that one was. I think it was so they could bring him and Marianne back together. I don't know. It was
Stupid.
It was ghastly.
Indiana Jones and how do we make another movie and just to make money?
That sounds like Rambo.
Had that Lachey LaBouffe or whatever it was.
LaBouffe.
Yeah, they gave him a good name in the movie, but or was it Mutt?
I don't know
My name
who
is
gave me this set of Wera screwdrivers, but man,
that?
I don't know who did that.
So you got a free Eleanor and some free screwdrivers, and you still wouldn't put it together.
What am I doing right now? Thank you.
It was only because you didn't have anything else to do.
Well, actually, I have plenty. I was going to work on the garage, and I was like, wait a minute, this would be a perfect opportunity to get Eleanor up to speed. And if I show the wife what I've done up to 38 or whatever stage, maybe she'll let me go ahead and continue, said Eleanor.
Oh, and finish it?
And actually finish it, yeah.
There's no way Eleanor can get up to speed and then support.
Oh.
See what he did there?
Yeah. That's shameful, man. Shameful. Uh-oh. Yeah, see, I did it again. Pop it right out.
Hey, at least there's no copyright shit on it anymore. Nobody else is going to get sued. Nobody's going to get sued over it anymore.
I'm sure she'll appeal it, but it's because I think that's her livelihood. I think she sits around and just sues people on Eleanor all day long.
Good Lord.
That's how I think she makes her living. So good luck with that. I mean, I think it sucks. I think
she can do it with. She can do it with the yellow one.
Yeah, but nobody cares about that one. She knows it.
Exactly.
Not to seem ignorant, but what? What are you talking about?
Denise Halicki, who sued anybody that used anything that had to do with Eleanor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's a fruitcake.
Because she said it was a character, and if you tried to copyright that, create that character, it was, her own. She owned it, and
then Carol Shelby got in there.
Yep, he basically fought that, saying, "Well, his idea was that, well, first of all, it's a Ford Mustang, so it's mine, not yours." And then he passed away, but his estate kept going after him. So good.
Yeah. So what you're saying?
It's not unique enough. I mean, it's still a Ford Mustang, GT500, just with a nose on it, and a paint job and stuff. So
what you're saying basically is, I didn't need to know any of this.
No, none of that mattered to you. But you did ask, so.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate knowing things I don't care about.
Yeah. So anyway, the court said that Eleanor is not a distinct enough character and pulled her copyright protection.
It's just too bad Chris couldn't get back her and stuff.
They even showcase information about the cars that they went after in the movie, and their names. You know how all the cars had names that they were trying to boost.
Yeah,
there's Tanya.
Well, it's just like I can't copyright Eric, right? I can't go copyright Eric and then say anybody that has the name Eric owes me money.
I would so hate you. What are we up to now?
We could copyright Tinker Bubbles though.
Don't think.
Just do.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's done.
I don't know who owns it, but.
Well, I could make the tire. I do have a tire to make, so I can heat up some water. Let's get him out. All right. Screws and more screws. Except these are actually labeled. Nice.
What? No.
Haha. They're labeled.
Take those screws away from him.
Take that. Ah, look, more screws. Ha ha ha. You can't stop me now.
Quick phone call to Karina. Tell her to not let you build anything anymore today. That'll stop you. Damn it!
All right. Wow, with these things. How does rock, man? This. I don't know if I have those. Oh yeah, I do. PS05s. It's Gouda to me.
Cheese?
Gouda cheese. Oh, I freaking love cheese.
I like cheese.
Best cheese I ever had was Vermont extra shaft cheddar. Well, yeah.
Extra? Did you say extra shaft?
No, extra shaft.
Oh,
No, he
sharp.
said shaft. I heard him. He said shaft.
That's what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
It's like everybody heard cake on Friday.
Hey, I didn't go along with it.
I still don't remember what you said.
I said cake with a T, and everybody heard cake with a frosting.
Okay, and I need DSO2s. That. This is cool. Todd had put 3 of the tires and wheels together, but there was one that he didn't, which is cool. Now I get to enjoy the process.
So you actually get to build one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to cut it open from the. They were still in these
Woohoo!
bags there.
I opened 2 packages like that today. While Todd was sleeping.
I'd say don't pick on Todd's sleeping habits, but he doesn't really have a sleeping habit.
Sure, he does.
My habit is to sleep. So
basically, right?
I sleep when I want to sleep. That's what I do. If I'm tired, I sleep.
I do the same thing, and that's the thing, Todd. I actually mentioned that on the Rootmaster stream today. That part of my issue is when I'm streaming the Rootmaster, because when I get off work at 3:30, 5 o'clock sucks because I don't get a nap. I've reached the age where I want a nap.
get around that.
You stop napping around 5, and then you start napping again as you get older. Oh, I just looked at the time. I'm actually going to call it good for me for today, guys.
I'm almost done. I got 2 more things to put on, and then I'm going to light this up. If you want to wait a second.
1001. I don't see any lights.
You know what?
You're welcome.
I was going to say I liked you, but
I think you were actually going to say something that rhymes with junk shoe.
yeah. You can buck right off.
I do.
Who's getting flocked again? Let's see.
No, I don't want to see.
For 2 minutes, it's got to stay in the hot water. So.
No, it doesn't.
Are you timing it?
Well, that's what it said in the tip. It says the tire is submerged in water for at least 2 minutes to soften it so that it can be fitted to the wheel more easily.
Nah,
Well, if you
give it 60
Eric,
seconds.
If you pop it in the microwave for about 30 minutes, it'll be really soft.
You know what's cool?
Yeah, don't do that. Don't listen to him and don't do that either.
It has the valve stem on it. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yep.
On the wheel.
Did I paint those black?
No, these were unpainted. Yep, none of them are painted.
Right. I'm just running the wire around here. I got to put the wire across the top.
Yeah, I need some WD-40 for this chair. Great.
I'm telling you, it's not the chair, Eric. Eric is getting old.
Now, Todd, when I try to put the tire on, is there just a special way to do it?
The tread is directional, so you do want to put on to the wheel a certain way.
Okay.
And Eric, you want the tread on the outside.
Right. Oh, I see. Yeah, because it's the V cut in these tires. So
correct.
And you also want the shiny side of the rim facing out.
Well, with this one, it's actually kind of all the same, but it's got the valve stem, so I know it's out. It's an Audi. No, it's a Mustang.
Crowd killer.
All right, hang on a second.
Hang on a second. I've been hanging on for 5 minutes, and you said
you can leave. You have better things to do if your nap is calling. My God.
Yeah.
No, it's not my nap. By the way, Eric, I think Todd needs a nap. I think Todd needs a nap.
Okay. There's no way this tire is going to go on. Holy shit. Use like a screwdriver or something to help it on?
Gonna damage the tire. It's called brute force, Eric.
Yeah, that's what I'm using.
If the tire's warm, you don't need to do anything.
Oh, Eric would say it's a crap stang. It'll fit.
This is not fitting.
Have you ever worked in a tire shop? You don't put the tire on all the way first. One bead at a time.
Yeah, it just doesn't want to go in.
Is he trying to put both beads on at once?
He's got one. He's got one edge all the way to the back side of the rim.
No, Eric. One bead at a time. Get the first part on. Get it all the way. Oh,
now,
actually, with
now
that,
now stretch it a little bit. Get it on the high spot. Get everything over the high spot. And then put it down on the low spot again.
Oh, and by the way, Eric, since you're in North Dakota, it's probably refrozen, so you need to heat it up again.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Is it warm to your hands?
Yeah. Put it back in some water again.
Put your hand under your pants first.
Yeah, right? Let's see. Steve says probably going to do all day night live stream for the Super Snake. Dream big, build small. Good afternoon, guys, he says. Well, afternoon.
I think that's Corey again.
Yes. Just trying to remember the name. Thank you.
Hey, Dad. Uncle Raymond still has a CD antenna on the trunk, doesn't he? Yeah. They don't have a picture of it, but I've got a picture here where it looks like I can see it through the, through the windows. Looks like it's right there. These are the ones that you sent me when you were out there. Looks like he still has the CD antenna on the back. We still got to paint the mufflers red because he's got the cherry bombs on his.
All right.
Cherry bombs are those turbo thrush mufflers.
Since this thing doesn't want to sit even, I'm just going to leave it for now. I'll come back and put some glue on it, clean it all up.
I'm pretty sure that's the CD antenna right there. You remember, it always hits going in and out of the door.
Where's my mouse? That way.
Yeah, that's the CD antenna. Anyway, I'll paint that flat black because I think that's what it is. Flat black.
That ship is full of holes.
It is.
That's why it sank.
All right, let me move this camera over here. Because this will be, I'm done as well. So
Done.
Finished. Oh.
yes, it is complete.
Okay, there's one. I have to say, if I can get the camera to even focus on it,
All right.
that was a pain in the butt to build or to make. That ring is on an ice nail. Putting a ring on that thing is a pain in the butt.
Computer, turn off the lab.
Oh, pretty.
What happened? Ooh, pretty.
I still love Todd's setup. I still love Todd's setup. Computer, turn off the lab, and all the lights turn off. Fully automated.
Isn't that cool?
That's just too cool. Now, if I can figure out a system like that shuts up kids. Computer, shut up kids.
There is no
Computer,
such
put
thing.
kids. Computer, put kids to sleep. That looks pretty good, Todd.
That's awesome.
I gotta take it all apart, get rid of it, do some light blocking.
Nope.
No.
All right, guys, I am done for the day. 3 hours is my max.
Instead of just leaving, somebody kill the stream.
Kill it.
You mean you?
I can't right now. I'm working on something. I say the guy who was late has to kill the stream.
Oh, I'll kill it. You better believe it.
I should probably finish editing a video. Probably do some more recording.
Right on. Well, hey, Mark, thanks for joining.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Mark.
Yeah.
Todd,
Yeah,
thank you for waking up.
Hey, I'm glad I could be there for you.
Buck, just continue doing Buck things.
Yes. There. I won't put this one in the
He's
bag.
going to go buck wild.
What is that? Is that a BB?
No, that is a ring that I put on this pin.
Wow.
It's a ring on a brass eyelet.
Yep. And that will go actually into the bottom of the boat because that would be where they picked it up from.
Nice. That came out. That's coming out good.
It is.
Yeah, that'll look really cool when it's done.
Thank you. There's a few
I'd
things
say
I'm
the
not.
same thing I'd say the same thing about the Ford, but I'll be nice and say, good job, Eric.
Right now it's in a chop shop.
All right. Thanks for everybody
Well,
coming
at least
today.
it's not.
Oh,
At least it's
sorry.
not in the crowd.
We appreciate all our visitors. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. All that good stuff.
Yep.
String that up a little bit more.
All right. Later, guys.
Everybody wave.
Later, all.